YouTube as well. And we're just having to start up our YouTube live stream, and then we will be up and running. So I apologize for the couple minute delay, but we should be getting started in just about 2 minutes. Thank you so much. All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging on for a second there. Hopefully you can see my screen now, but as I mentioned, not only are we running this on Zoom, but we are also broadcasting this live through our live stream on YouTube. So there are, I know, a couple companies out there that aren't using Zoom, and so you can also watch this on our live stream over at YouTube. So again, thank you so much for joining us today for the digital sales training. My name is Randy Peepool. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer here at Tabata. And before we get started, I just want to let you know, if at any time you have questions, please feel free to put them into the Q&A. There's a little, mine's at the top of my screen. So yours might be on the right or the top, but it says Q&A. You can put it in there. But I would encourage you to try to wait until the end, because oftentimes as I'm going through this, I may answer your questions, and we will leave time at the end for a Q&A. So we will go ahead and get started. What's on the agenda today? Customizing campaigns for your clients, a look ahead 60 to 90 days, and we are unveiling a new product today to you. So pretty exciting. All right, customizing campaigns for your clients. Understanding your client's needs sounds really simple, doesn't it? But everything has changed, hasn't it? So if you were on our Thursday webinar, we talked about having very real, authentic conversations with your clients today. What does success look like for them today? We know that several things have changed. So their needs probably are still qualified leads. They may want to build a newsletter or a remarketing list that they can connect with people now. Several different things that they want to accomplish, but things that we know that you should be addressing when you're having the conversations with them. What has changed in their business now in this time? Do they need to get the word out that they are still open for business? They are still offering products and services. Do they need to communicate that things are a little bit different, but they're offering things within these parameters? So maybe like a revised service and products, right? Or do they need to put everything completely online and they need to build that online traffic? So many different things that they could want right now, but what does it look like for them today? Those are the questions that you need to be asking your clients and having those conversations. So here's a quick list of those, but we'll keep going. So when you have that conversation with them, the bottom line is this: through the Tabata platform, you are able to meet their needs and deliver the results. It's just, us helping you, or you coming up with the way that you are going to solve and meet their goals, solve their needs, and customizing that. You can customize anything through the bonus entries. So as we were talking about before, are they looking to grow a newsletter, an email newsletter list? Perfect. Through the bonus entries, see right here down at the bottom, I would like to receive newsletters from the sponsor. If I click that, I get an extra 3 bonus entries into the contest. So these incentives are the way you are going to deliver to your client, deliver those results to your client. What else are they looking for? Do they want to drive traffic to their website? Visit our website at yourbusiness.com. Do they want to increase their social media. Again, so important right now. Let's talk about online. As I mentioned on Thursday's call, I like to peek at my screen usage. I usually do it on Sundays and I get really depressed because I'm always on my phone, right? I looked this past week and I had increased my screen usage overall by 30% since the shutdown. So then I decided to do a pretty informal study of my own. And I asked my family and friends to take a look at theirs. Everyone was right around 30%. So we know across the board, that's from my friends to my kids to my parents. Every age group has increased that online time, that screen usage time, right? So you know it's online. It just depends on what type of needs your client has online. So again, talking about that, are they looking to increase their social media because they're going to get their message out on there? They're going to offer, products or services revised for this time. Are they the survey is a great one because maybe they're not quite sure how they should revise or evolve those products and services right now. So they're going to ask participants, they're going to ask users in the contest, what are you looking for? What are your needs? Are you still using this? Do you want to use this instead? Great way for your client to get some quick feedback on what they are offering or what they should be doing. And that's grassroots information for them. So all of the different types of bonus entry and incentive options are at your fingertips to use. And if at any time you're not quite sure, you can come to us, just always reach out to us and say, look, my client wants to do this. How can I customize that through the bonus entries and the incentives? And this is just another example here. I've got some more, a bigger list here of some of the incentives, but for a full list of the bonus entry opportunities that we offer, you're going to want to get into the App Tabata admin and take a look at those. There's a full list there. But here's another example. So I know I've used this in the past, but win free beverages for a year. They're giving away coffee, but what they wanted in return is they wanted to increase their Instagram. So they asked people to submit a selfie of them with one of their donuts and hashtag it to increase the engagement and their social media following on Instagram. The other cool thing they did with this promotion was that the station that was running it got involved and said, look, we want an on-air element. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a word that listeners can listen for every single day and then go online and put it into the entry form. So for an extra 15 entries into the contest, they had a word. This is a perfect way to hit on air and online, amplify that promotion and really give not only your fans and your audience a 360-degree experience, but you're really doubling the amount of exposure that your client is getting. You're hitting on air, online, you're just, repeating that message of whatever they're trying to get out and really repeating the asks that they have and the results that they want to deliver. So this is a great way to do it. Again, like I said, for a full list of those incentives, you'll want to go to the App Tabata admin, but you can really do anything. Take a look at this. I mentioned surveys earlier, but Alexa skills, everyone's home right now. Enable your Alexa skill button. So lots of things for you to do here. And again, on the App Tabata admin. And then the cherry on top of all of this, so you're customizing to the specific needs of your client, and then you're able to report back to them either after the campaign. You can show them, okay, here's who's opted in to follow you on Instagram, here's who opted into your newsletter, here's who took your survey, here's what they had to say. But you can also track this in real time. So if you want to look at the campaign, a week in, a few days in, and see how some of the incentives are performing, you can do that. Maybe you want to tweak something. Maybe you want to tell them, you know what, that one's not doing as well as we thought it would. Maybe we should switch it up. So you're able to look at that in real time. And then you're also able to report back to them after the campaign as granular as you want to get, as specific as you want to get on some of those things, or you can give them a 30,000 foot view. But the cool thing is you have the information in your account And it's data for you guys to take a look at. And really, on the brand side, on the station side of things, you can see the demographic that is entering your contest. So it's a win-win. It's valuable information for the client and for your station. All right, we're going to get into a look ahead. So I know you guys, we're in the thick of it right now, right? As I said on Thursday, no one's really got the rose-colored glasses on right now, or maybe you do. Maybe you're trying. We all know what's happening right now, and I will talk a little bit later. But we've created over 30, quarantine-friendly templates for you. We've done some contesting around it. But let's also talk about what it looks like 60 to 90 days from now, because I know for myself, I'm in that mental state. I'm like, okay, what does this look like, in the next phase, or once we're out of this, I'm daydreaming about it. So I know that your audience and your clients are too. What does it look like? Warmer weather. People are, thinking about how they're going to be grilling. People are thinking about the sun. They want an escape. They want to get outdoors. It's summertime. So those are the things on your audience and your client's mind right now. And so let's take a look at how you can take advantage of that as well. Father's Day sponsorship. I know I've talked about this one till I'm blue in the face, but this is coming up. And Aptivata sponsored means that you don't have to come up with the prize. We're providing the prize, we're providing the execution and the rules. All you have to do as a partner of Aptivata's is let us know that you want in on this promotion. We'll put it into your account and you just have to sell it. So if you're trying to salvage some of those sponsorship dollars, put them here. There's also lots of opportunity for local sponsorships. I know for a fact that the hardware stores are open right now. My mom told me she went to a nursery the other day, so I know the local nurseries are open. You can do grocery stores, all sorts of things for this, but add the local sponsorships in here and you don't have to come up with the prize. We have it for you. And this helps you have a contest running through mid-May through mid-June. And I know I've mentioned this before, and I was going to save it till the end, but I just want to let you know that from now until the end of the year, Aptivata has a contest for you that you can run. Okay. So that means that if from now until the end of the year, your resources were very minimal at your station, you could always take advantage of an Aptivata promotion. Again, I'm thinking about that escape right now, that warm summer feeling that I want, and pets. Pets are huge. Another fun little story for you. We had our Basset Beagle mix that we loved forever of 13 years. He passed away in October. And for a while, because we'd been so busy, I was like, we're not getting another dog for a while. We can't do this. We can't do this. Well, I'll tell you, this quarantine has changed my mind. We are desperately looking for a dog right now, my family, because we want, like, it may be the escape. We want just a furry friend to cuddle right now and make us feel better. And I know that everyone is in that position right now. So why not take advantage and let people highlight their dogs through a gallery? And we know that the pet stores are open right now. One of my daughters just begged me to just walk into a pet store right now. We haven't let them go anywhere. So I know those are open, and what a way to engage your audience. Everyone is loving on their pets right now. Let them show them off. People share this on social media, and for votes, then you can either randomly pick a winner, or the dog with the highest amount of votes could win a prize from a pet store, from a grocery store. I was even thinking you could even partner with like local dog parks to allow them a platform to communicate like when they'll be open again, or maybe updates on opening, things like that. So this is just a great promotion to run right now, because I know everybody is loving on their pets. And this is an example. So this isn't one that we're running, but this is an example of something you could run. BBQ Grill, I've brought this up several times as well. We have Memorial right around the corner, and 4th of July. And, I'm hoping by Memorial Day we can get together with our families, but if not, people are still going to want to grill. I've got my family, my immediate family here, and we want to grill right now. It's starting to get warm out, so this is a very topical and relevant promotion to run. And like I said, the Home Depots and the Lowe's of the world are open, and so why not take advantage of that? Come on, this happens every now and then. There we go. Why not take advantage of that and sell sponsors in and give away a grill, or even a grocery store with the supplies, give away barbecue supplies. So lots of opportunities here with the barbecue grill, or just even a barbecue makeover that you could be running for your station. Again, this is an example of something you could run, but the weather's getting warmer. We're right up against those holidays. People are thinking about these things. Hey, it's coming up. It feels like we just ran this last year, but we'd have the summer cash contest. It is Aptivada sponsored, meaning we provide the prize $1,000 a day for 5 weeks, Monday through Friday. That's $25,000 mid-June through the end of July. You can take advantage of this. All you've got to do is sell in sponsors. And, the sponsors can be anything from, you could have a few title and overall sponsors, but you can also get really, really into the details, and you could do keyword sponsors. So you could have a sponsor for every keyword. Right in this little space between the graphic and the win $1,000 is where it would go. And it would say sponsored by whomever, and you could have their logo in there. So, sky's the limit. Sell as many sponsors into this as possible. And again, summertime, people are looking at, wanting the cash right now. This would be very relevant for you, and lots of opportunity to sell sponsorships in for your clients. But again, let us know if you want to be part of this, and we will make sure that you participate. And then right after that, we go into the back to school shopping spree. $2,000, we provide the prize. It is a national contest. But again, selling those local sponsors in, I'm telling you right now, in my past, I have been known to do a lot of shopping. And right now I am getting bombarded with online shopping deals, sales from every retailer, from Kohl's to Ann Taylor to whatever. So this would be a perfect opportunity for them to get their message out to a larger audience. Look, if you go online right now, you spend 20 bucks, you get $100 and whatever, So this would be a great way for them to get their message out about their online shopping opportunities. All right, I know I've mentioned this, but we do have over 30 quarantine social distancing. I'm making air quotes. You can't see it right now, but social distancing, COVID friendly templates. One of my favorite ones is this senior spotlight. As we know, it pretty much was announced across the country last week. I know there's still some states that haven't, but I'm in Oregon, and they announced it last week that the kids will not be going back to school this year, which is heartbreaking for those seniors. So why not take that and make it a community feel good, and use gallery to highlight those graduating seniors? Maybe so they could put a picture like this in, or they could use their senior picture. Some of them got those done. And then you could click on each person and put a little info about each of them. The other thing that after we did this one, we kept talking over here, and we just created, it'll be available today. We just created a digital yearbook gallery version as well. Then that can be for any grade. So, because even the sophomores and the juniors, they aren't able to, have an end of the year either. So you could use the digital yearbook for any grade, but you can use a senior spotlight for those graduating seniors that are not going to have the opportunity to have a graduation ceremony. So lots of good templates here. There's a list in this link right here of the full list of quarantine templates. But if you get into your Aptivada admin and go to templates, you can there's a keyword bar search, and you can just put into that keyword search COVID or quarantine, and they'll all pop up. And we even tagged some that, we've contests that you've done in the past that you could still use right now. And that's what I want to get into right now. So we do have all of these quarantine themed templates, but don't forget, we still have the rest of the templates that are relevant for upcoming holidays and activities and the season. People still, as I mentioned, people still want to think about life outside of their house. So, you know, Cinco de Mayo, I would get a sponsor of like a Hispanic grocery store, or even just like a grocery store that would sponsor this and give away all of the fixins for a Cinco de Mayo celebration at your house. That would be a fun sponsor. The summer activity quiz, you know, what's your favorite summer activity? This is a great one to learn more information and have content for your website from your fans. And maybe even you could use it if you had like an REI, like a local, you know, outdoor activity type store that was looking for information on what people are planning on doing this year. You could run a quiz or a poll like that. Give away a backyard cleanup. I know for a fact my husband and I keep putting on the calendar that we're going to clean up the yard, we're going to clean up the deck. So that's on our minds right now, especially since we have the time. So why not give away that stuff? As I've said, the local hardware stores, your nurseries, those are open. And why not allow them the opportunity to get their message out of what their hours are right now, what their services and products look like? Perfect opportunity for them to utilize a platform like this and a contest like this. And then fireworks. I debated this one, but I got to say, like, I am thinking about all of the great fireworks shows that I've seen. And, you know, I don't know what 4th of July will look like this year, but let people submit a photo of their greatest fireworks pictures. And I know a lot of the cities have, you know, in the past had their community fireworks shows. Submit a photo and win a prize, whether that's like, you know, fixins for your 4th of July barbecue, maybe a grocery gift card, anything like that. But fun, topical, relevant, upcoming promotions that work even in this time for your audience and for your clients. All right, without further ado, this is our big announcement, you guys. So, virtual remote. We put our heads together, and we know that right now, as you're trying to salvage some of that Q2, Q3 revenue that many of you had remote scheduled. We know that, you know, the weather's getting warmer, and your Saturdays were probably, you know, you had the dealership remotes and some of the other ones. And so this is a way to salvage that revenue and replace it with a virtual remote. So Aptivata has created a application, a live remote application with a live streaming service. And this is available for you guys to use now. I do want to let you know it is an additional $50 per month for you to use this. But if you think about it, if you sell 3 remotes that, you know, in the month, right? And you're not using that tech fee anymore to send someone out. So I know different stations call different things, promotion techs, assistant promotions, a street team. You're not sending a street team out there to set up anymore. This is virtual. So you have that hard cost already pulled out. But if you sold 3, that's like $17 in a hard cost to back that out, right? So it's already taken care of itself. And this is kind of what it looks like. So the benefit of doing your live stream through Aptivata versus your Facebook Live or your Instagram Live is that you get to capture the information on everyone that participates, right? So not only that, but you are able to give away prizes throughout the virtual remote. Those are the reasons you want to be doing this through Aptivata and not through Facebook Live, where people can come and go and you have no idea. You can track all that. And because you would be using this for your clients as a replacement to their remotes, you'd be able to give them that information. You're delivering results afterwards saying, here's who registered, here's who attended your virtual remote, and here's who entered to win the prize or whatever it is. So this is kind of what it looks like. This lives on your website, and it's obviously it's mobile responsive. You put in your email address to join the live stream, and then it takes you to the next step here, which says enter your information. So the screenshot you see on the far right there, we beta tested this with a radio station in Indiana last week, and it went great. And I'll give you a tiny bit. They did like a town hall basically regarding the small business loans. And so they had some people within the community on to discuss and cover, like, what requirements there are to apply, and they answered people's questions. So on that second step, not only did they collect the information on the people, they asked, what business are you with? I know it's really hard to read because it's very small, but then the last part said, and what is your question? So they were able to collect questions beforehand that they could use. They could have a little bit of prep, right? But then people could also ask questions in the chat function. So that's the cool thing about running your virtual remote through Tabata. You have that information. They were able to use those questions beforehand. And then they had, as you can see, they had 4 people on that were addressing these comments and concerns from people in the chat. And so you can see below the images that was the real-time live chat happening as well. Here's just a few more screenshots that I wanted to show you that are a little bit bigger. So step 1, as the user, I would go to the website and I would see this static image, and then I would see complete the form below to unlock the stream. So I'd put my email address in, and then I would be led to step 2, put my name in, my business, and then what question do you have for the panelists? And then once I did that, I would be entered into the chat and I would see this. So as you can see, they had all of this live chat going on and questions that they could address. So this is very cool for you and your clients, or even your station to use. If you just wanted to use it, with your morning show, or 2 of your on-air personalities wanted to be on at the same time, you could do that. The way I see this working for virtual remote is you're going to continue to keep your talent there, right? So you'd have your on-air personality, and then they could pull in someone from the dealership, right? If that's what the remote is for the dealership, or whoever the remote is for, they could bring that business owner or that manager in and have a conversation with them during the live virtual remote. And this can live on your Facebook, this can live on your YouTube, and it can live on your station website. If you would like more information about this or have any questions, please feel free to reach out to support@aptavata.com, and they can walk you through and answer more of the questions. But I wanted to give you, an overall look at this new virtual remote application. Very exciting. Again, the way to save those remote dollars that were going to be happening in late April and May and June. I mean, depending on when we're coming out of this. But for the time being, use the virtual remote application for those remotes that were going to happen. Okay, resources. All right, let's get into this. So as most of you know, and I mentioned before, we have the Aptavata sponsored contests that we provide to you. Now through the end of the year, you will always have something that you'll be able to run that's Aptavata sponsored. But also, we put out this calendar that shows you the types of templates that we have available. And I know I said we have over 30 quarantine friendly templates. We also have 500 plus other templates in the template library, whether it's a holiday or it's a season or it's a certain type of event. I know we just had Easter. There was like an Easter egg hunt quiz. There was like, how much do you know about Easter? There was a ton of Easter templates in there. Now we have Cinco de Mayo. I saw like at least 4 Cinco de Mayo templates in there. And so lots of, from, like I said, the seasons, the holidays to the events, we've got different templates for anything that you're looking for. And if there's something that's not in there that you are looking for, please feel free to reach out to us at support@aptavata.com, because I'll tell you, 90% of these templates were created from client requests. So if you think of something and we feel like other people would be able to benefit from it, we will make the template. The other thing is, I want to let you know that these templates can be used as is, or you can use bits and pieces of them. Maybe they're just an idea starter for you. Maybe it's just a jumping off point for you. And then you can customize for your brand and your client. But you have these resources at your fingertips. The Idea Studio is another great resource for you. So it's ideas.aptavata.com. And on the Idea Studio, you'll always see the upcoming national promotions we have available. You can see here, we've got campaign ideas for social distancing. We've got a featured case study, and then we have the promotions calendar. Also on here is our entire case study library. And that is separated by categories: financial, education, medical, automotive. So if you're looking for a successful case study, you will find that in the case study library. If you scroll down to the bottom of the Idea Studio, there is a link for the case studies. You can click on that. We also have a full list of our integrations on here. An integration means, let's say you have a client that uses MailChimp for their email. We integrate with MailChimp. So instead of you having to download a report at the end of your client's campaign, if we utilize the integration, they can seamlessly just get the information transferred to them in real time. All right. So we have a ton of integrations. You can check out the integration list. And again, just like the templates, if there is an integration that you are looking for your client that you don't see on the list, reach out, because that's typically how we develop our integrations, is because of client request. So always reach out to us on that as well. And then, of course, just to let you know, like I said, you can email us at support@apptavada.com. You can give us a call. You can live chat in. At the bottom right of apptavada.com is the little green live chat button. We get back to you within minutes. You can just be like, hey, I need help on this, and we will respond to you. And then at help.apptavada.com, it's where we have all of our articles that we've written on all of our products and applications. So if you, before you want to get a hold of us, if you want to go check that out, see if there's an article that we've written on, like, hey, I want more information on how reporting works, you can put reporting into the keyword search and read the articles on it that pop up. We also have video guided tours of our products. So those are also on the help site. And then the last thing that's on the help site is all of our archived webinars. So you'll be able to find this webinar there. We put all of our webinars on there. And so if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to go back and watch March's digital sales training, you can do that on the help.apptavada site. And that is it. All right, I believe we have some questions. Let me go ahead and see. Looks like we have a few questions in here. Are you able to open that, Tim? Because I cannot open questions. I don't know why it's been doing that.
Yeah, it might pop up somewhere else for you. But yeah, I'll go ahead and fire them off to you if you're ready.
Yeah.
There were a few with typed answers, so be sure to check those out as well. The first one, can we receive a copy of this presentation for reference after this call?
Yep. Yes, we will be sending this to you. We usually send it out, like I think in case you missed it, but we'll be sending out a copy of this.
Great. We just tried to use the Keeping Kids Entertained template and notice only one poll question. Do we have to create our own to add, or do you have more that can be included? Thank you.
Yeah, so typically, I mean, we could help you come up with some, but typically the templates, just to be clear on that, the templates are templates. So typically we don't create the questions for you. Those would be up to you to create, but the templates are like, yeah, it's like the bones of the promotion for you. So we'll do the design and we'll create that for you, but it would be up to you. And I would think on those, like I said, we can help you, but you really want to like customize those based on the community you're in. But again, if you want to reach out to us, we're happy to help you come up with some of those questions.
Great. How soon can we get the recording of this webinar? I have a digital meeting today.
Oh, dang. All right. If you want to, I don't know how long it takes to get ready afterward.
It's within a matter of minutes. But if you want to go to our YouTube channel, this is being recorded there. If you need it right away, it'll be there ready for you as soon as this is over. Okay. But we will have the Zoom recording. And if we generally try to send that out within 24 hours. But if you need it right away, just shoot us a chat and we can send it to you as soon as it's ready in Zoom. But it will be ready instantly on our YouTube channel.
Cool.
This one, I'll go ahead and answer this one, Randy. Is there a way to syndicate a gallery like Senior Salute so that an entry on one site can be shared across several different sites? So with our gallery application, when you go and create it at the market level, you'll only notice two options. There's hosted and template. When you create it as a template, all you're doing is creating it like it says, as a template. So if you push it down to the stations in your group, then they each get their own instance of that gallery, and the submissions made on that specific instance will only appear in that specific gallery. So if you syndicate it to 5 stations, then each of the 5 stations will get their own submissions. They won't syndicate to the top. So what we recommend is building one gallery at the market level and installing it to the different stations. There's kind of a give and take there where each station won't get its own branding. But if you make the template, or if you make that gallery at the market level generic enough and you can install it down to each station, then the submissions will all land in one big pool. If you create it as a template, yes, each station does get its own branding, but those submissions don't go into the same pool. We're investigating different options for this, and we know that it's a feature that would be really nice for a lot of you, but right now those are the 2 solutions that we have. And if you need any assistance with that, we're happy to walk you through it. That looks like that's it on questions.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Again, any questions, and if you're interested in more information on the virtual remote, support@apptavata.com. We can get you what you need, and have a great day. Thank
Hey,
you so
Randy.
much. Yeah.
I have a question for you. When are we going to pick a winner for the
Oh,
Amazon?
shoot. Sorry, guys. Okay, good. Do you want to do it, Tim? Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. The URL's in the chat if you haven't answered already, but you do have to be present to win. So we'll give you about 20 more seconds to enter. It should be quick. We pride ourselves in how quick it is to enter an Aptivata giveaway. So if you don't see it, it's in the chat. It's ul.ink/S016. Oh, let's throw it back in there. That one just went to the panelists. Thank you guys for hanging on for this. Now, go ahead and copy and paste that into your browser. And I'm navigating to choose a winner now. So if you hear your name, hit the raise hand button so we know that you're on. If not, then we'll have to pick somebody else. So going ahead to choose a winner now. Okay, we have Angel Smith. Angel Smith, are you on the call? Looks like it popped right there to the top. Angel is there. Congratulations, Angel. We will email out that gift card shortly after this call. Thank you so much for participating.
Awesome. All right, now for real, right? We can
Yep.
go now. Tim? Oh, I think I lost you.
You're good.
Oh.
I muted myself.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you later. Thanks.